Hello everybody, this is the Gaijin Gamer back to attempt another game translation. This time we're playing Daikaijū Monogatari, or the Big Shell Beast Story. So this is actually kind of a funny play on words, I think, because kaiju, that's the pretty famous nerd term for monster that we use in a lot of Japanese anime, but kai is also the word for seashell or shellfish. So in this case, I think they were just having a little bit of fun, and instead of just a straight-up monster, like a Godzilla or something, we have these shell beasts. So just going through some of the little opening lore here, learning about the continent of Sheldorado, a mysterious area that's caught between dimensions. So here on Sheldorado, we have the secret forest stones that sleep under the golden town of Sheldorado, which I believe is called Dorado City in the game. And those aura stones are not such a good omen when they appear, as we will soon find out. So now that we've learned our little bit of the opening sequence, we can begin the game properly with the creation of a new character. Though it does take a little while before we actually get to the point where we get to name our character in this game. It's a very text-heavy game, I've discovered as I've been working through this, but nonetheless, that should be a lot of fun. It makes it a little bit more exciting. So now, we're starting the new game. We get to watch the opening little cartoon. So we have the Aura Stone, or Aura Ball, as they refer to it throughout. And somehow this beast that's sealed within is, which I believe they're calling the Fat Badger, has created a rupture in that ball, and now that energy is being released through the cenotaph in Dorado City and shooting some energy off into space. And then that energy shooting off into space begins to eventually encounter a foreign object. Wait for it. And there it is, the asteroid. So now that that light has interacted with this strange-looking, very porous asteroid, we see a reaction starting to take place. The asteroid is now turned into something very sinister-looking with all kinds of little emissions, and it's coming down back towards the planet. So as we watch, there it goes. Where will it land? Nobody knows. But we're going to find out very soon. As it plummets through the atmosphere, we see the light show of the burning comet that was already pretty spectacularly lighting up. And we've encountered the encounter with the ocean. So we see the big, I guess, version of a mushroom cloud or whatever emit. And a worldwide tsunami is now consuming the land from all directions. Here we see that town overtaken. And there's the people seeing the tsunami coming and running for the hills. And there's the floodwaters coming in, taking out everything in its path. So now that we've got that happening, we watch the comet as it drifts gently down to the sea floor. It's done its duty though, so we won't need to hear from that again, I'm sure. And now we get to see the aftermath. The floodwaters have overtaken the cities and the towns. Folks are left on either on high ground or swimming in the water. Those that didn't, I guess, have more unfortunate responses of that type of thing away there. And now that the comet is on the seafloor, it is emitting more of these aura balls, and they are now going to erupt from the surface of the ocean and fly off in all directions. So we know that can't be good. Alright, here we are seeing the volcanic town of the Shell Beast Island. And one of the aura balls happens to just smash right down in the middle of town. So our townsfolk are going to come and want to know what's going on, clearly, since that would have been very noisy. So now we have the shell beasts gathered around this aura ball, trying to figure out what happened. Itai is in the world and often used like as a what the hell? Inseki, that's the asteroid or meteorite. I guess meteorite indeed. And then tsunami, that's a nice easy word because we all know what that means. And what's going on? Now that the confusion has set in, everybody's looking. We have the Hermit shell beast coming along to see what's going on. So he would be the village elder. Everybody's going to defer to him to take a look at it. Cranky old fella, what's going on? It's the middle of the night. Why is it so noisy? You guys are being silly. Oh, wait a minute. What's this thing? Uh-oh. This is a weird thing. Is it an aura ball? Shikashi, however. Why is this here now? Terrible thing if we see the aura ball. Taihena. Terrible. Isoide. Quickly. We need to call a new Fire Shell hero. So that's going to be us. Our character is the Fire Shell hero. Senin Sama. Mr. Hermit. Going to go and work on that ritual. Get that hero summoned. So now we're going to let Mr. Hermit Shell lead this ritual to summon the Fire Shell hero. And in the meantime, we're going to get a little bit of the background lore that we're trying to deal with. So the Great Devil looks like he might get revived when the aura ball appears. So everybody needs to pray through that dimensional wall that separates Sheldorado from the rest of the world to the Fire Shell's soul to bring us the new hero. Alright, so now that the ritual is organized, we can get everybody started. It's time for everybody to sing and dance, and let the flames burn bright so they can pierce through the heavens. And then that is a fairly complicated little dance those guys are doing. Sakai is the world, so if we go from a different world. Sheruba Rabanga Gamanda Moganba. Just some random magic words to the Fire Shell hero. It's enough though. We're seeing that emission, a much more wholesome looking light than the meteorite gave us. The flames are reacting. Now we got those crazy lightning bolts. Did it work? A new shell hero is born! Awesome! And here comes the Fire Shell, drifting down from the heavens, shiny and sparkly. And now that we have the Fire Shell, we need the hero that goes with it. So here it is. And that's our character. We have now officially entered the game. What's going on? It's confusing. Why am I here all of a sudden? Oh no. Yes, I think it's fair to say it's surprising to suddenly be warped into a new world unexpectedly. And even though we're on this little volcanic island, it's still, I guess, considered part of the Phantom Continent of Sheldorado, so there we are. And we've already met him as the elder of Shelby's village, Mr. Hermit. And what is my name? Well, let me tell you. But let me type it out. Alright, now, since this is the first interaction, I gotta figure out what buttons actually do what. Start choosing some letters. Pretty sure CH is the character to switch between Hiragana and Katakana, so... Oh, there we go. So, I'm going to start with Ta. Then I put in a diacritic to make it Ta. Ri. And Ru. Dariru. That'll be my name for this one, which is sort of a version of Daryl. So that's a good name. So this word Jaga shows up a lot, particularly with Shell Hermit and a few other characters. I'm not sure if that's like some weird slang in this game. I've had zero success finding out what that actually means. But here's Mukashi, a long time ago, which 100 years ago counts for. And yeah, so we're going to learn about the big devil, Fat Badger. Not a nice guy at all, since he seems to like to destroy things. We don't like him. However, at time, we have the Shell Heroes. They combine their power with the Fire Shell Hero. Apparently he's the special one that only shows up. And then we sealed him into the Aura Ball. And now we know why Mr. Hermit didn't really think it was such a good thing when the Aura Ball suddenly fell from the sky into his village. So the Fire Shell was once again needed. Help save the entire continent of Sheldorado, maybe even the whole world. So now that I'm here, I can seal it up again, keep them from reviving. So this is definitely the first one of these games that I've done this translation for that doesn't have an English translation. There's only fan-made ROMs and things out there to play it in English, which I have not tried. I'm only playing in this version. So this time I don't really know what's coming as things go. Just working my way through it. It's kind of exciting in that part. So we've got Babu, Kupi Kupi, and Poyan. So those are the other Shell heroes that I'll be partnering with in this quest as we move forward. We'll get a chance to meet them, I'm assuming, soon. It's a little repetitive. We already know I came from beyond the dimensional wall, chosen by the Fire Shell. So Fu-In is the seal. We're going to seal the Aura Ball back in Dorado City. He's asking me if I want to do it. I think I actually clicked the wrong button and said no. So now he's sad. He wants me to stop, think a little bit, decide if I'm okay. Yeah, sleep on it. Come back around. Save us, please. And a new day has dawned. It is now time for him to make his pitch yet again, see if I'm ready to go. So this time, let's be careful and say yes, so we can get this ball rolling. And the Fire Shell reacts. It's all excited, shiny again. And I've now claimed the Fire Shell as my own. seal that Aura Ball beneath Dorado City, which is in the center of Sheldorado. Now it's going to remind me that I've got to look for also the other 3 shells that were washed away by the tsunami. Because I'll be needing those to seal the Aura Ball. So going straight to Dorado City and trying to seal will be futile. Today, Yakuri, do a slow or good solid rest, and head out tomorrow. And finally, I have control. I can walk around. So let's see, does he have anything new to say now that I'm free to walk? First, listen to the people of the village. Okay. Useful information. That sounds like a normal type of instruction, I would say, for one of these types of games. Got 3 people, Babu, Puki, and Poyan, that would be the guardians of those other shells. So that's definitely somebody we'll want to find. They left a little while ago. And now he's going to tell me a story. So that short-lived little bit of control seems to have been taken away again. And we're going to learn about what happened with Babu, Puki, and Poyam. Alright, it's terrible, Taihana. We've got the tsunami. It took and washed away the 3 sacred shells. Somebody call Babu, Puki, and Poyan. Dare, who? Alright, I guess the Hermit Shell Beast is not to be trifled with. They're off and doing his bidding. Alright, now we have our Intrepid 3, Babu in the middle, Puki on the left, Poyan on the right. Babu is the stalwart leader of the group. He is the guy that will get things done. So he's going to report in. Wakarimashita. Understood. We'll do it. We'll find those 3 shells. And always reliable Babu. Alright, Kupi, are you ready to go? Not expecting an easy trip. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit scared. Choto is a funny word in Japanese. I'm a little bit scared. Or chokiri in this case. You're being a sissy as usual. How sensitive. And how about you, Poyan? Are you ready to go? Poyan's not sure. Gotta think about that for a little bit. Uh-oh. What's going on, Poyan? Are you injured? Did it hurt? I want rice balls. My stomach is empty. I'm hungry. Well, now that we've got that established, it sounds like the Hermit Shell Beast is a little bit surprised, but yes, you're right. You guys should be well fed, well rested before you go. So eat up, rest up, and then get on your merry way. Evening falls, morning breaks, and it's a new day. Did the 3 of you get a good rest? Is that Yukuri again? Yukuri Yasunda? Alright, and now it's time to go. Make sure you find those 3 shells. And the future of Sheldorado is dependent on us. Okay, fair enough. I don't know why the future of Sheldorado depends on us finding these 3 shells at this point, but let's do it. Let's find them. Oh, Poyon. You just had enough. Are you sleepy again? Again, a little nonplussed, but you know what? We're gonna rely on you guys for whatever reason, so on your way. Ushi, alright, let's go. Ikoyu! And back to the present time. Learning is always fun. Alright, so the puka shell is clearly the mode of transportation that the Shell Beast Islanders like to use for sailing across the ocean. So I will have to go find that. But first, I need to talk to the villagers and learn more about what they have to tell me. And now I have freedom once again, this time a little bit more versatile, so I can actually go and talk to people who aren't the Shell Beast Hermit now, so that's pretty cool. Fuinshite kudasai. Seal do, please. Please seal the Ora Ball. Daikaijū-san, Hinokai no Yusha, the Fire Shell Hero. Go take a look inside this mine here. So this old guy, he's in love with Puko grandmother. So that's nice to know. He has to keep going with the exchange diary. Here we have some clean water. And some more clean water. Kirei inan mizu. Badger. So we definitely don't want him to come back. There's the puka shell floating in the water with the little flag on it. Heart using the puka shell. Be careful. Apparently Babu, Kubi and Poyon are still apprenticing. Not fully trained yet, but clearly they're going to do a good job. And when I meet them, they're going to have already saved the day. I won't have to do anything. So this will be a nice short game. On to the next house. Ball in Dorado City to be sealed. Should have been sealed in Dorado City, but clearly not, since I'm towing it around behind me now. The legendary hero. Such a gallant face. Aw, she's falling in love with me. How nice. They keep a lot of clean water around in this town. Nobody here but us chickens? Just doing my due due diligence. Gotta go around and investigate everything. Make sure I'm not missing out on hidden treasure. Pretty much every one of these jars that has the little green stuff in it seems to be clean water, so I guess I should get used to that being the case. Just make sure I got everywhere. I think I'm finished with this side of town, so let's hop over the bridge and see what folks have to say over here. The tsunami washed away 3 shells. I heard a rumor about that, so thanks for the confirmation. Apparently, I do not get to go out of this door just yet. No weapon shop. Bukia. The armor shop. The Buguya. And there's their weapons and armor that they're preparing to sell, I guess. So maybe one day I'll come back and find a thriving business. Nobody's home here, but they've got their water all sorted out too. You guys clearly aren't from California. Yeah, I can understand. A meteorite comes striking your town. Sounds like it would be scary. The waterway was used 100 years ago. I guess is that an implication to the fall of Fat Badger? I guess? I don't know. Maybe. All the legendary heroes start out here. Head down that way. I guess that's what we're supposed to take from that. Aruka Nitoi. Very far away. But I'll reach it eventually. And here's that Jaga again. I just don't know what that means. Can't find any evidence of it. Oh, Pokin? Pokin Grandpa? Ooh. She seems to care for Pokin Grandpa, just like he likes her, so maybe we'll get to get them together. Konomai. So before this, the meteorite made a big tsunami. Okay, cool. Oretachi no, so us. Mine is just a little bigger than the others, and we have a few places we can go, which is exciting. Outside, and go up more stairs. A treasure chest. A Takarabako. Iketa. So treasure chest open. Mitsukita. Found. So Kami Denomin has no translation I can find. It's basically a little healing item that will restore 45 HP, so I guess it's some kind of a potion or an herb or something. But Kemi the Nomin, I do not know what, if anything, that translates into. Treasure in hand, time to leave the mine here and make my way back down through town. Going to see who I can encounter. think I've talked to pretty much everybody. I've been in all the buildings except for this guy who's hanging out at the puka shell. So if I'm going to leave, let's go. I'll say yes, I'm ready to leave. It's okay. Okay then. Get on board, ride the puka shell, and make my way out. Departure in progress. Whoosh. And up goes the bridge. It's a pretty fancy little piece of infrastructure for a small backwards shell-based village. And away I float through the canal, making my way out into the broader world outside. So there we go, on the volcanic island. I'm going to find my way through all these shoals that guard the island. There's my exit. And away I sail off to Dorado City. So nice out here. Wait a minute, why did I stop? Uh-oh, this can't be good. More ore balls. Oh, the timing. Game over. Oh, just kidding. I seem to have found my way into somewhere else. Oji-san! Grandpa! You got Suita! He's awake! Cactus, elder of the Sebobin clan's village, Chicory. So apparently I'm in Chicory, talking to Cactus and Alois. Yoroshiku, pleased to meet you. Daikaijū, that's a good word. Are you okay? It shows up a lot here. Paying attention. Daikaijū. Alright, discovered on the beach. Guess that tracks, given that my puka shell got destroyed by flying aura balls. Want to know my name again? This time I don't have to type it. The narrator comes in. I explain to Cactus and Alois what has happened thus far, which is not much since I've had a grand total of like 2 minutes of actual ability to walk around. Otherwise, it's all just chitty chat chat. I am a legendary fire shell hero, traveling to steal the aura ball. That is in fact correct. Uh-oh, speaking of the aura ball, what happened to it? Do I still have it? Uh-oh. It's gone! Well, that's not good. It's not here. Somehow I feel like that was a mistranslation, but it seems to have come out. This is a great thing. Something great is in, like, big, but also bad. And now we have another event. The village is being rocked by something. We're back to that Itai. What happened? So let's go find out. Elder. Choro. A storm of meteorites is falling, and there are monsters among them. So, are these more aura balls? Is that what we're learning? Now I'm being directed to the basement for protection. Apparently myself as a fire shell hero, I'm not ready to take on any monsters just yet. I'm still too weak from being crowned, basically. So I guess I'm gonna go and hide with the women and children in the basement. Sakura village. Hi. Joro. Yes, Elder. Don't die. Shinu. Shinu nayo. Wakamono. Young person. Arugamesu ka? Can you walk? And something has happened here in Chicory Village, as this new sheikh is implying, so we need to hurry and get shelter before Fat Badger comes. Daikaijū dono. That's a very respectful way to refer to me. Sort of like Darrow Lord, reminding me that I am not rested enough to go into battle, so we must hurry down into the basement. Like this. Fujimo, fiddling with some trolls, and he's revealed the secret stairs down to the basement. Now that that's been revealed, it's time to come on over here and get down those stairs. Now we get to actually see what's going on outside. We see those Ouroboros hitting the ground and turning into monsters when they do. So now we know that not just Fat Badger, but we had a bunch of creatures sealed in those things. And unlike that one that fell into our town, they're turning into stuff. But it seems they have the power to seal our own people into something else. These white balls that look a little different than the Ouroboros. And we have some kind of a spaceship tractor beaming everybody up into it. So we're literally getting abducted by aliens. So that's probably not great. I don't know what's going to happen with those guys that were down there, but now the Elder has re-emerged from the basement. Gotta go see what's happening because it's gotten quiet outside. Let's go and see what happened. Ooh, looks like our flying saucer is still there in the air, casting its shadow. Another Itai, what in the hell? What is that? Now, calling for Eloise and Daryl. Come on, come and take a look. What's wrong? Oji-san, Grandpa. Look at that thing. It's huge. Alright, back into the shelter of the house. It's pretty big, that thing, so probably don't want to mess with it. The town is toast, I guess. Daikaijū dono. That's, again, that formal description. Now we have the narrator stepping in here. When a great calamity befalls this land, Fire Shell Hero will save us. Alright, apparently that's me. And here, just as the legend said, it's time to figure out what's happening to Sheldorado and save everybody. Ethica? No way. What a bearish thing to say. I think I interpreted that correctly, but that was pretty funny description. Oh, I'm thrilled to have your confidence. I know I will beat Fat Badger, because that is how these games tend to be programmed to ensure it happens. And Eloise is all like, yay, that's right, he's here, we're late. And here's Jaga again. What does that mean? I don't know. Until really, Pet Badger will be revived. So apparently, I'm being told it's inevitable. This town from southeast. So we're gonna go to Sandside, southeast of this town. That's the next place for me to go and check out things. Ooh, like gift. What's he gonna give me? Ooh, 100 pearls. So pearls is our money in this game. So I now have 100 of whatever this unit of money is. I don't yet know if that is enough to buy stuff with, or if that's just a little token, but let's see how it goes. Now, Aloise wants to give me something as well, although it's really just the offer that she can alchemize my medicine into stronger medicine, I guess. So she only does the recovery medicine, but you never know. Maybe I'll find that useful somewhere down the road if I can't afford my own good stuff, or maybe there's just better, fancier things. I don't really know how medicine works in this game yet, so we'll find that out. So at last, I get to go down in the basement and see how the rest of the people are handling things. Is everybody that can't fight in the basement? That makes sense, that's what we heard. Dig around in the pipe, pots. There, Kimi and Omin. I assume that's pretty much the basic weakest medicine. Sometimes for things for failure, so I guess that means if I don't choose the right ingredients, or maybe if I'm just unlucky, I'll lose what I try to do to make it. Alright, so Dugara, or Douglas, we're gonna hear, he seems to be somebody we're gonna have to deal with at some point. We got some battle-weary fellows in the infirmary. I keep saying if I talk to them I'll learn more, but I have not found a way to talk to them to learn more. And the armor shop. So this is the first time I get to try out a store. Alright. So it looks like the cloth clothes are an upgrade from what I have, and the traveler's shoes would be an upgrade from what I have. Alright, bought those. And I'm buying those. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to equip my new armor. So, this one confuses me a little bit. So, he seems to say, "Welcome to the armor shop," even though he's the weapon shop. I didn't really quite understand why that was, if that's a glitch, or if there's some nuance that I'm missing. But, so be it. So it looks like the only weapon that's good for my guy here is the short sword. I'll probably look into buying that later. I just want to see what else there is before I completely spend all the money down. Apparently they have medicine making machines down here, so good thing they didn't get wrecked. I didn't know what Mayu meant. If that's a person or something. Couldn't figure that out. And we have got the dual shop. So let's see. Antidotes, the Kamita Scatmint, which apparently is like a thing to help me wake up if I'm asleep. We've got the cure-all panacea, very expensive, and eye drops for blindness. Alright, I don't think I need to buy anything right now, but definitely good to know that's what I can get. There's another person telling me how to get to Sandside, to the southeast, so people are very strongly suggesting that that's going to be where I want to end up once I'm done. This town's east of this town is Dorado City. I have a feeling it'll be a little while before I make it there, because that's kind of this big capital. That's apparently where I'm supposed to seal my aura ball, so I don't even have my aura ball right now. Oh, and the inn. Somehow I missed this. I guess that makes sense. The inn would have been destroyed, so we'll have our little subterranean inn. 10 pearls per night. Yeah. A little expensive, I guess, but also I just do not need the inn right now. That was informative. Alright, let's play with the menu a little bit here and see what I can do without equipping my new armor. Alright, so if I put on... I don't really have anything for my right hand or my left hand. For the body, I can put my plain cloth clothes on. And then I guess under decoration, that's where my traveler shoes go. They don't increase my defense, but they will increase my speed. It's nice to be fast. Alright, now that that's taken care of, even more folks on here. Sandside again, so apparently they're worried about this Douglas slave trader guy. So they're recruiting all the strong people from around to help defend the town. So it sounds like maybe a bit of a war zone there. More Takara-Bekos. Poison, which is the antidote. $10 pearls. Well, better than 0. Cami Demon. Hard to say that. Cami Denomens. Got a few of those now. And 100 pearls. Much better. Now I can climb back up to the surface. Into another house. Seems a little empty. Doesn't look like it's in the best shape. And yeah, the area's looking a little haggard. But there are some folks up here to talk to as well. Southeast is the town of Sandside, so there we go. Kind of learned that, but Mr. Avarda, or Avaluda, I guess I'm not super consistent with how I've done that. And somewhere to the east, we've got the slave trader Douglas. Yeah, sorry guy. Looks like they wrecked everybody's house. Yeah, Mr. Avarda has been collecting strong men. Have amazing faces, I guess? Just taking a look at the western half of the underground. These guys down here seem a little repetitive from some of the guys up top. Douglas again. Only kidnaps beautiful women. Interesting. I guess this is a woman then, and somehow evaded the eye of Douglas. I won't theorize. Alright, apparently this is where we leave town. First time to wander in the old world map. But I do think I should probably get that sword before I go and explore the wilds, because I just feel like there's a good chance that the monsters are going to attack me. Craters everywhere. Okay, and let's go down back in the basement and revisit the old weapon bracket armor shop. Sword. Let's do it. Alright, so that's a pretty decent upgrade. And there's Eloise ready to combine items for me, but I don't really have much to combine, so I will leave that be for the moment. I'm gonna equip that sword though. Get that attack power up to 12 from 8. Boom. Back to the surface. And this time, I'm ready to leave town for real. Alright, now that I'm ready to actually move around on the overworld here, it's time to see probably how battle works and all that other good stuff. Everything looks nice and beachy, but here we go. First time I have the option to fight, to escape. Here's the hug, the babu. And he's down. 20 experience points, 10 pearls. And a Kami Denomin. Here's a little sign here. And another battle. Fight, escape, or strategy. So take the bugs out. Getting low. Gonna use my tool. Get that life restored. And just like that. I'm full again. 40 experience this time, 20 girls, and I went to level 2. Rebel ni. So Sandside is to the southeast, Chikori is to the northwest, and they are distances in a unit that is called pearls. I guess maybe that's like the distance of a square side or something. I don't really know. Get another pug. lucky shot. Level 3, that's a nice quick one. And I learned a spell, Hospy, which is a healing spell. And now we found a town. I'm going to presume it's Sansai, given the nature. And there it is, town label, Sandosaido. This is the region central city, so it's kind of the capital of the region, I guess. That makes sense. Quite a bit bigger than Chikri. So even this place was impacted by this now. And they seem to have a lot of high land. I guess it makes sense. People would be scared, that's why they're recruiting all these mercenaries, I guess. It's like in recently. Strange voice being heard from the well. And that's the well right there that she's standing beside. Let's finish talking to the outside folks before we go inside anywhere. Magic if the enemies are hard. I guess that makes some sense too. Can't argue with that anyway. Yep, I've heard that, so gotta find out where the call is. Temple ruins. Definitely starting to hear more about that too. So it looks like the temple ruins are the only way to get around this bridge that was destroyed by the tsunami. I'm not sure why they're the right route, but there must be a reason for it, so I will have to go there. This fairy called a pixie that he sealed, heard a few mentions of that too, so that's, I guess, another lead to follow on. They're hearing a little bit more about the beautiful women or girls that have been kidnapped by Douglas. That young girl seems to be lonely. Here's the ruins of the bridge. It seems like a lot of folks are around there inspecting the damage. Alright, a warning voice to stay away from the temple ruins. Sounds promising, so I'm sure I'll have fun there. Curse, right? So, Noroa, or Noroi, Monomachi, this town. I guess that makes sense. If he knew that we were gathering some warriors, he would attack before everybody's here. So now let's try exploring the tower here. So we got, we can go up and down. See what's inside this pot. A cabinet nomen! Now I got that, up the stairs, see what's going on up higher. Douglas Assassination Squad, that's exciting concept. So, I guess he doesn't have much to say about that beyond assassinating by now. Now that on this upper rampart, I can get access to these towers in the back. Still learning. More people upset about all the young ladies getting taken away. For some reason, this guy seems particularly broken up about it. So the stamp chain, or stamp rally, I'm not sure what that's supposed to translate to, but apparently it's a game that the Tool Shop Union puts together. So I'll get to learn a little bit more about that, I think, when I talk to the guy at the desk. But until then, yeah, I'm not totally sure what that is. And then the ghost in the well. So we've been hearing about voices and ghosts from the well, so I suppose I want to check that out at some point before I head out of town too, since it's definitely getting a lot of commentary. So means there's got to be something up with that. So here we've got something about Douglas spies. So one of those spies was caught by the sheriff. That might mean I can learn a little bit more about this Douglas person that everybody's talking about. Big scary attacker. The sheriff's unreliable and does things when he does it. Sounds like a good characteristic. Now back to the bridge of the North Tower and a treasure chest. What is in this Takaratako? Marioku no Mi. So, a magic power drink. I'm assuming that probably restores it. Okay, head back down, see what's in the bottom of this tower. That'll wrap up my little perimeter. So Heroes Mansion, Ikata Hall Manor. Lots of people. And a pot too. And another Kamino no Man, so definitely getting my inventory built up with those things. So something went wrong here. I'm not sure what a terrible eye that I will meet if I don't read the inscription, but maybe I better read the inscription so I don't have to find out. Bad way. Please help me, or you'll regret it later. So, I guess I should probably try to help whoever that is, assuming they reach out to me. So this is the Hall of Heroes, Heroes Manor. Need Mr. Barter's permission to enter. I suppose that makes sense. This would be the inn. Irashai! Welcome. Ichipaku. Each night. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. A magic clinic. So this seems to be a place to get my MP restored, so I'm not sure if that's like a special thing I have to do, if going to an inn won't restore my MP. I haven't had a chance to use any yet. And apparently I can also get some medicine here as well. But I have no money right now, at least not for this kind of expensive stuff. So I guess I'll have to come back another time. So it's like the item shop. Doguya. Water bomb and teleport stone. I think those are different from what we could get in Chikuri, but the other stuff is the same. And here we can have the prison. So this is the sheriff. The only sheriff. And he's the guy that caught Douglas as a spy, so I'm assuming that's who's sitting here in jail. And here's his catchphrase, I'll do it when I do it. That's what the guy that was saying he's unreliable said, so I guess that's the thing. Apparently he's going to interrogate this guy for the location of the hideout. I would like to know that too, because I'm currently going to have to go there and beat him up. Sheriff Hippoco. Apparently this guy is not super intimidating. He's going to give me some intel anyway. He's done Aura Ball. I wonder if that's my Aura Ball. Ooh, that's a big one. So we're going to find out that he's not taking these girls just because he likes the girls. He's planning to sacrifice them to revive Fat Badger. Clearly that's something that's going to require intervention of the Fire Shell hero. So I guess that part of the quest has now been established. And apparently the spy that did not get caught decided that was enough information, so the spy that was caught has now been assassinated. Maybe that's that assassination squad we were hearing about. Maybe these spies were actually assassins. And I've got all the information I'm going to get out of this guy, it seems. And the sheriff is rather put out, having put all this effort into catching the spy, and now he does not have a spy anymore because he's been murdered. So that's just a little bit too bad. So what's up the tower? Another dude. Looks very vicious. We're still learning about the sheriff being unreliable a little bit more. Now it's a tall building. There's a thief called Wick that's stingy. Okay. But he disappeared after Douglas attacked. Well, I guess if he's a thief, maybe that's not a bad thing that he disappeared. Well, I would expect so, since he already attacked. Yeah, managed to get in before the cavalry arrived. Now we've encountered the armor shop. Alright, so we got a leather breastplate, a little bit stronger than the cloth clothes. Traveler shoes, I already got this, maybe I did. Oh, I can equip 2 of them, because they can equip 1 on both accessory slots. That's why it's showing potential improvement there. Apparently those stack. Pick up that breastplate anyway. And away I go. Now we seem to have a bridge back over to the weapon shop side. What's this gentleman offering? Another armor shop. So apparently that armor shop, weapon shop thing, I don't see any Bukiya, just Bokuya. So I'm wondering if that's a glitch. But anyway, that armor shop seemed very similar to the one, or the weapon shop seems similar to Chigiri. This weapon shop seems like it has some upgrades. Or at least the longsword. That Arongu Sodo is a little bit better than the short sword that I'm currently using. So, equip those things. Now that I've made a few equipment upgrades, I can actually sell off some old stuff. So let's do that. That's cloth clothes. Just are no longer necessary. Okay, now that's gone. Pretty much everything else here, I think, is going to stay. Finally time to enter this big castle-y thing in the middle. Sheriff is no good against Douglas because he's just too big. So we can all live in... Mr. Varda seems to have the respect of the townsfolk. No question about that. Alright, so here we are, Mr. Varda himself, after hearing so much about him. Is he nice? Is he mean? Fill him in on all the details. Well, he seems impressed. That's good. Yeah, I've been hearing about that, so far all tracks. People are too afraid of Douglas to even collect the high bounty. So yeah, we're going to find out. All these heroes from all over the world are gathered here now, so hopefully they'll be helpful. so it looks like the Hall of Heroes will now be open. I had that guy stand over there to let them know I'm allowed to come and visit, because I'm now one of the heroes, I suppose. So before he died, the spy told me some stuff, so make that explanation in there. So Douglas's fort is rumored to be to the east, apparently, so I guess that's where I'd have to go. Probably that means I have to go across that bridge, which means through those ruins that everybody's talking about. So here's that tantalizing treasure chest that for some reason I'm just allowed to help myself to. 200 pearls! Okay, well, I'll take it. That's helpful. Get me a little bit more equipment, maybe after I add some of these heroes to my party. So there's the chief's bedroom. Very nice. Kind of surprisingly in the basement as opposed to somewhere nice and airy, but maybe that's what he likes. And now I can actually afford that longsword. Alright. Wandered out of town, but really should go to the Hall of Heroes first. And maybe even check out that well. See what's going on there. I would imagine this is the well. I'll peep inside. See what happens. Is there a ghost? Will it get me? Koe, boys. Doko no dareka. You're allowed about this Roku. Yoshi, alright. So clearly there's somebody in this well that I'm now pulling out. And yay! So, apparently we now know what the deal is with this thief Quick. He was hanging out at the bottom of the well. He was hidden and couldn't be captured by Douglas, but there was nowhere for his rope to attach so that he couldn't get out. A little bit of a miscalculation. Well, I now apparently have a helper if I get in trouble. Guess if I need to climb stuff with a rope, he's my guy. And you never know, maybe this is a game where there's a lot of need for finding high places to go. So that is the story of Quick. And apparently he just disappears when he's done. Okay. I assume that means he's not a ghost. Maybe he's a ghost? I'm not really sure what to say about that. But he's now a friend, apparently, so yay for me. Ooh, a lot more people here now. Place looks lively. So I'm now welcome to the Hall of Lords. So, we got all the heroes collected here in the mansion. Kind of like we understood. So apparently I can gather strong companions here. So I guess this is where I form my party. And so they don't take all the heroes with me at the same time. I'm only allowed 3 at a time, so I can pull out up to 3 heroes for my party at any given time. That's fair. But I can change them out whenever I want. That's good. So I can just come and ask them when I want to do something. Perfection. Alright, so this is that stamp rally, I guess, which is part of the stamp chain thing that we were hearing about before. So, this is a little sub-game in the game, courtesy of the tool shops. Sabisu servers. So basically every town and village in Sheldorado supposedly has one of these stamps hidden in it somewhere, and as I collect them, I guess something will happen. I'll get some prize or something. So I guess, yeah, a world map that'll get stamped. A mechanism on the world map that makes it automatically. Well, I guess it's nice that they're saving me a few button clicks and things. Ooh, I like the free world map. Only they were all so generous. These must be the gathered heroes. No, Garo. So Garo is the first one. Ore-sama. That's a pretty condescending way to introduce yourself to somebody. Mr. Bird from Bird Island Security. Eager to help. Alright. Skilled with the flying sword. Okay, good to know. Magic user. Magi. But he's forgotten everything, so that sounds like his spell list might not be quite as useful, at least right off the bat. I'll have to work him up to remembering everything, I guess. He wasn't actually called here on his own, but he's heard this is a good place to make money, huh? So what does he want the money for? Whatever he wants. Okay. Without the money, you can't drink your favorite wine or sake, and you can't play with your favorite girls. Well, Touche. How clumsy of you to lose the aura ball. What kind of man are you? What? I'm not a brat. Cold burned Princess Kirara. Okay. And she's from the northernmost land. A letter was sent to her father, but she intercepted that letter. Tegami, letter. And paper is literally what that means. But she was bored of her life as a princess and decided to take the mission on her own. And suddenly, she's much more friendly. That was a bit of an about-face. Tokia, these are weather magic. She's only 10 years old, huh? Still training. Like to be my companion as well. And Linda. A healer. Healers are definitely useful. Alright, so that's 2 floors worth of heroes. And here on the top, see a couple more guys here. Zardon Chief of Hex Island. He's a big fellow. Most powerful person in Sheldorado. Because his body's made of stone, apparently. But too big for most armor, so I guess he's just got a high natural defense, but can't use a lot of armor. This guy looks familiar. Why, yes, I do have the fire shell. Well, if it isn't Babu, good old Babu of Shell Beast Island. Where is Kubi Kubi and Poyon, though? Oh, he's now alone, I guess I can see that. There was an incident. Alright, so I guess we get another little cutscene of explanation. So we're asking this guy if he knows where the Earth Shell is. He has no idea. Babu has been unsuccessful. Now traveling on. Asking this girl, hey, do you know anything about the air shell? Oh my god, what are you talking about? Go away! So Kupi Kupi is likewise rebuffed. And the quest continues. Interesting landscapes around this Sheldorado. You look good. Poyon seems to be losing focus and getting hungry again. The puppy takes exception to being told he looks good runs away. And has brought somebody else back to help defend him, and everybody's like, oh my god, it was just a joke. No, run away, bye. So that was a little bit surprising, I suppose. Fair enough. Yes, finding these clues is proven difficult. Boyan continues to just be hunting. Babu actually agrees. Is it time for the three of us to separate and search independently? Koopy Koopy does not like that idea. So apparently we're not going to separate after all. We're going to rest and regain our energy and redouble our efforts. And we will stay together and not be discouraged by angry dogs, grumpy girls, and clueless old men. But it seems the fates have intervened. We have catastrophe striking, lightning bolts come from the sky, the puka shell, similar to mine, has been destroyed. Babu finds himself washed onto this strange beach. Where am I? What is this place? Ashika. Certainly, something must have happened. The puka shell. Boogie, Orion, where are they? And the rest is history. Here we are, Hero's Mansion. Babu is alone. Pookie Pookie, Oyan. Location unknown. But Babu is a good magician, so maybe a useful person to have in my party. And he would like to join the journey when I leave. He's not keen to just hang out and babysit town. And now I accidentally hit talk again, and I'm going to get to listen to his spiel. Fortunately, not the whole cutscene. Just quickly check out all these pots, see if there's anything hidden in there. Ooh, that was another bit different, so definitely not a Kami to Nomen. So apparently this fella's been sealed in a pot. For 100 years? It's a long time. Apparently we get to see a little bit of his past. Here's a guy selling a pot. buy it, buy it. It's only 2 pearls. Somebody must want it. It's a bargain of a century. Oop. And we have a guy. It is sold. 2 pearls to this guy right here. And time passes. Business isn't so good. This guy's house is in sorry shape. Maybe you can make a little bit of money selling this pot now that it's more of an antique, I guess. Save himself a little bit of frustration. And apparently we're learning, no, the pot was worthless, you could not sell it for more, get this out of my sight. And down the drink goes. Sitting at the bottom of the sea. Here's a fish that thinks it's tasty, and away it goes. And now we have a fisherman waiting out in the ocean, casting his line, having a bad day of it. Wait a minute. Ooh, I caught something big. What is it? What could it be? Ooh. It's a fish that looks an awful like Mr. Pot Swallower. This guy thinks this fish looks tasty. Maybe gonna make some good sashimi. And burp, the fish emits this pot. How strange. What is this thing? Oh, we thought it was something valuable, but it's just an old pot. But maybe he can sell it anyway, even if it is just a boring old pot. And apparently, the patron of the hero's mansion decided to purchase that pot and add it to his already big pot collection. And the rest is history, as they say. So, what? How did I become a pot? Oh, did I forget to tell you about that part of the story? Well, I was a really good summoning magic user of some fame, apparently. Made him grow arrogant. He would do terrible things to people. Always a good characteristic. And a woman he'd never seen before appeared, sealed him in the pot with great power. So, he got punished. And apparently he no longer has a body because his body died. And he doesn't have anywhere to live outside the pot, so that's that. He wants me to help him capture Fat Badger as a summon beast in exchange for being my companion. That's an interesting proposition. And I thought the goal was to seal up Fat Badger and not let him be out at all. But apparently it's important enough for him to say it twice. So I guess something for me to keep in mind. Alrighty. Just figuring it out. So apparently talking to Babu again does not bring him into my party. Probably have to talk to the guy down the stairs to change party members. Fair enough. But I think that's enough for this one session in video, so I will cut it here, and you can rejoin next time. So please like, subscribe if you're enjoying these and find them useful. I look forward to continuing this game and seeing where it goes. I think this one is going to be a lot of fun and a lot of new vocabulary to pick up. So anybody else who's like me learning Japanese could potentially gain quite a bit from this. So with that, we'll pick it up next time. Thank you, everybody.